Hey guys, today I'm gonna share with you how we were able to build the fence and our storage. Where do I need to look at? If I look at here, do I need to look at there? There. But anyways, I've seen videos circulating about scams when you build house and they got scammed. They paid half down payment and then all they see was like nothing. There's no structure, nothing. Probably you heard the story about Paul in the Philippines. So if you're here, I'm pretty sure you hear that story because he is very famous. He's like an internet guy or YouTube guy. I'm not gonna reiterate what happened to him because probably you see the video. But in our case, I arrived 2 weeks early. I brought my dog with me and we just want to make sure that she can fly with us. Okay, so when I arrived in the Philippines 2 weeks earlier than my husband, what I did was I contact a guy, which this guy is my neighbor used this person to process his documents. So because my neighbor also bought a property in the same island, which is Camotes Island. So he contacted this guy. He trusted him with his paperwork. He gave me the name and the number, so I contacted the guy and I asked him if he knows somebody that owns an excavator that we can rent. Contact the excavator company. They said in the island it will take like months, 3 months at least, to wait for the excavator. But if you're in a hurry, we hired this excavator company and it's just like we booked him right away. And so as soon as my husband arrived, the next day we start excavating the land. So that's the first thing we did. We excavate the land. Okay, that was the first day. And then so after we excavate the land, that was a weekend, we go back to our property and our neighbor, we don't live in a subdivision. So our neighbor, who is also married to a foreigner, she knows a lot of information because she lives there for like almost a year already. She knows this guy that knows a carpenter. That's what we got, a carpenter. Somebody go get the carpenter for us. And we didn't even pay nothing, zero. They don't want nothing. But I don't know, like looking back, I wish we gave him something, no, at least. Because he was the one trying so hard to find a guy for us. That's what happened. So this carpenter, we just trusted him. So this carpenter knows our neighbors, and a lot of neighbors told us that this is a good guy. He's a good man. He's like, he can do the job. So we hired him. We put him in charge of the job. So what we did was, like, instead of hiring people around the neighborhood, we let him take care of the business. So he hires the people, and he said we can hire this amount of helper, this amount of skilled workers, and we can just pay it day by day. So including himself, we hired at least 17 people, including the main carpenter. So there's a bunch of them working. That is why our fence finished before we left the Philippines, which is 6 weeks total, not including Sundays. So they have Sundays.
We know that Philippines has so many beautiful islands, right? And why we choose Camotes Island, you ask? It's because of the people. The people there are just so kind and so lovely. We fell in love the first time we visit Camotes. And so, here's how you get there. So first, from Mactan Airport, you have to travel 1 hour going to Danao City. And then Danao City has a port going to Camotes, and you have to ride that boat for 2 hours. After 2 hours, then you will reach the beautiful island of Camotes. This is what our property looks like after 6 weeks of work. That they did so much in the span of 6 weeks, but we hired a total of 17 workers. I think 8 skilled workers and 9 helpers. I'm not sure if that's a total 17, but we hired 17 people. And then we contract a guy to do our roof. So they did the roofing after 6 weeks. So that's the 7th week. They finished the roof on that 7th week, and they did it so fast. We hired a bunch of people, and because we know that we wanted to finish the storage right before we leave, so that's the reason why we hired so many people. But here's a little snippets of the island, of what the island look like. It's really beautiful there. Foreigners, they're very, very nice people, so we love it there.